Hello there, Richmond from STEM-A, and I'm just about to show you my video like this to my friends, but you're here, so why not dig in?
In this video, I will discuss the process of communication and their elements. Later on, I will discuss also on how they work to each other. So here's a clip of our team dancing, and as you can see, I am the one that is on the corner, and that is because I love dancing inside and outside the school.
Okay, so as you can see in the video, we are dancing synchronized and almost perfect. I don't want to say perfect because, perfect is kinda unrealistic, so I'm just gonna stick to that almost perfect. There's one reason why we're doing that successfully, and it is because of successful communication.
What is a process of communication?
So when we say process of communication, it is the series that is occurring when someone is communicating another one. It starts with the sender and it ends with the receiver. So later on I will gonna topic different elements of communication that is occurring when something is happening. Okay, so there are 9 elements of communication. And let's start with our first element, which is the context. It is what the sender and the receiver talks about. It is the topic of conversation. The conversation would have no sense if there is no topic. Okay, so the next one is our sender. The sender is the one who starts conversation, the one who initiates the conversation or the communication. So he or she is the one who is thinking what he will tell to the receiver. Another thing that we will talk about is about the message. It is connected to the context that will be sent to the receiver, and if there is no message, then the communication has no sense. And it undergoes to the process that is called encoding. It is where the sender plans on how she or he would tell the receiver his context. So it undergoes to the process where the sender is encoding the message so that it would be sent to the receiver, and we would need something that would link both the sender and the receiver, which is the channel. So channel is the way on how the message will be received. It could be either technology or personally, and it depends on the sender if he will communicate verbally or non-verbally. And the next one that we are going to talk about is about decoding. It is the process on how the sender will transform his messages so that the receiver will understand the context clearly without hesitating or being confused. Now, let's go to the next topic, which is feedback. So, the process of communication depends on the receiver, whether he or she will give a feedback. And feedback is the response of the receiver, where it is one of the most important elements to be able to know if a communication is successful. And if the communication isn't successful, then it is because there is a barrier that interrupts between the conversation. So there are a lot of kind of barriers, and the most used barrier is the noise, which is the unwanted sounds that occurs when there is a conversation that is happening. So now we will talk on how the process of communication occurs. The process starts on the sender, where he or she thinks about what he or she will talk about, which is the context and encoding. Then you will start plan on how to deliver the message, which is the decoding. So it depends on the sender on what channel he will use for the receiver to be able to receive the message. Okay guys, so our mission here is almost finished, but before I end this video, I'm gonna give some situations on how a process of communication is being successful and how the process of communication is not being successful. Let's go.
Here's an example of an unsuccessful communication. Hello. Where are you? Hello.
Can you hear me? It's a bit noisy.
And here's an example of a successful communication.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So, what's up?
Well, I'm reading my book here. How are you though? Like, it's been a long time.
Well, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. uh,